Okay, folks. Uh, I understand that been a lot going on. Haven't had much of a chance to post much content. I do apologize. It's been rough all around. It's as we all know that we're pretty much under quarantine. I haven't been able to see my grandkids in a couple of weeks now, and luckily I'm able to talk to them through Messenger and whatnot. But it's it's frustrating. All right, not to say the least. And it's like our internet providers have, I don't know, it's like they've cut our internet speed in half. Uh, it's been a battle. Uh, like I've been playing this game for a very long time, and since the quarantine now, a lot of things have been acting up on my computer and whatnot. First, I was blaming my computer, and then when I did a speed test, I found out why. And internet providers are denying that they've reduced our internet speed and whatnot. But speed tests say otherwise. But anyways, the good news is we have some really big updates coming for all the while. Now, I was on playing the beta version, okay, and I did not get a chance to record it. There's a lot of people that have uploaded videos to YouTube, so I figured that there was no point in uploading that. Alright? There's no point in recording it. There's so many people just uploading content right now. So I've laid back, but I did do some beta testing, and let me tell you what they got coming. Oh boy, this is going to change this game completely. Yep, that the highest gear was, I repeat, was a diamond. But now, with the new changes coming, okay, there's going to be a new level above a diamond. I was floored. And the new graphics on the animals are insane, to say the least. Uh, and the animal calls. Oh my god. I was walking around on my game there. I was looking for a white-tailed deer, and the moose call. Oh my god. That thing literally damn near scared the piss out of me, okay? Pardon my language, but it literally floored me. And then the whitetail, the blacktail. The distinction between the two animals is unreal with these new updates that will be coming. I really encourage people to grab the game now, play the game, and when the updates come out, play the game. You're going to be floored by what they've done with this game. They have they are going to be addressing a lot of bugs, issues with this game with the new updates. That's another thing. Now, I played the beta version, and I'm going to be the first to say it was absolutely flawless. I had zero lag, zero glitching. It was phenomenal. It was like playing this game for the first time again. Okay? It had my blood pumping. I was just floored by everything that they have done in that beta version. And man, I can't wait till it hits this one. There is going to be a lot of people that haven't played the beta version yet. They are going to be floored like I was. I mean, I was absolutely dumbfounded by what they had accomplished. Okay? Uh, Anyone that's had complaints with this game, you won't have many. Believe me. And I am the first to complain. Okay? I am the first. That the beta version, I was sad to see it go. When it was over, my God, I was so disappointed to have to come back to the way it is right now. Man, they should just run a full time beta version. All right, so those that are testing the beta version, just stay with the beta version, and then they can do their updates from there instead of jumping back and forth. Okay, those that do the beta version, they their game should automatically be updated. It's it's just, man, I can't wait. But now, as you can see here, I'm sitting here waiting for some animals. Okay, and this is what happens: female, all females, female, female. Where's all the males? And speaking of the new updates, the animals are more distinctive. All right, their calls are like wow. I was not much catches me off guard. Okay, like doing when you have to load the beta version. Okay, it takes a good 25 minutes, 25 30 minutes. Ah, it's over 5 gig. All right, so I was sitting there and I'm waiting, waiting, waiting. It loads. I'm not thinking much of it, so I start wandering around, heading out to a tripod, getting set up. And as I'm wandering, I'm tracking a whitetail buck, and this moose call, oh my lord, it blows the moose call here on right now. It blows it away by far, blows it away. Uh, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. If you play the game, you'll find it. You'll find when the new updates come out, you'll find a big difference. I'm hope like with some updates. I'm sure they're not gonna do it all at once. I'm sure they're gonna split it up into multiple updates. But I hope the first update they come out with is to rectify, excuse me, some of the bugs that we're dealing with right now, and the new call, the new animal call. Like, it is just crazy. Our caller's pretty much the same. They haven't really changed it, and that's okay. But I mean, my God. And I will give them kudos on the graphics update. Okay, the graphics in the beta version surpass what we're looking at right now by far. Okay, it is insane. Now I've done some the beta testing from time to time. Now, some things, okay, yeah, but this is the first time that I've been extremely impressed with what I've seen to do with this game. Okay, and it's like I almost can't wait. I mean, it's like knowing that I'm not going to get back to the beta version, and when you turn your game on, it's like, here we go again. Right? I spent so much time on the beta version, my eyes would burn and water like crazy from sitting in front of my monitor playing this game. My first day, I put in 10 hours in my first day on beta. I never play that long, ever. I may do an hour, 2 hours a day at most. that was the first time that I lost track of time playing this game. Okay? Now, I don't have as many hours clocked in as most do on this game. I mean, I'm still under 800 hours, okay? In total. Now, I've had this game for, what, almost 2 years now? And I've enjoyed it. Uh, I will confess that I have been spending a little time on the classic. Uh, my son and I, my son enjoys the classic. Okay, he doesn't. His PC, for some reason, it's been acting up and it won't allow him to play Call of the Wild. It just glitches and keeps freezing. And it's something to do with one of the updates, anyways. It really threw his computer out of whack. But anyways, him and I, we go and we play the classic. Classic works no problem on his PC, so we've been spending some time there. As you all know, like with this quarantine and whatnot, my son can't go to school. Okay, uh, and for those of you that don't know, I have a special needs son. Okay, and we use computers, games like this, stuff like that, games to help improve his hand-eye coordination. Okay, and it has worked wonders. I recommend it. I know a lot of people don't, but it may work for some. It may not work for all, but it worked for my son. Okay, so I encourage him to play the games from time to time. He plays Call of the Wild on his PlayStation 4. Now, I'm not a big video game console guy myself. I prefer my PC. Which I know there's some that prefer consoles, some prefer their PC. Now, the nice part is uh, I I can use my son's Xbox controller on my PC, so I could sit here and play just like you would a console. But most of the time, I prefer my keyboard and mouse. Okay, just depending on what game. Call of the Wild, it is keyboard and mouse all the way. Uh, Man, I'm disappointed not seeing any bucks coming out. Got some ducks here. Let's see what we got here. One. Wow, what's with all the level ones? There's a level 2 male. 2 level 2 males. Ah, you might be able to pick them off with my 22. Oh, that ain't it. Wow, I missed him. Can you believe that? Oh, did you see that? Wow, folks. I did not expect that. That was kind of funny that I missed him at close range, but able to hit him in flight. Well, we did get rid of all those females buzzing around there. Now, where's my duck? My duck will. I want to see my duck. Here it is. That's the silver. We'll take it. Yeah, if you're wondering, I created a multiplayer. Figured that I'd set up a multiplayer. Oh, we got somebody just joined here. What happens is you get set up a multiplayer on your map, and what happens is we get a bunch of people on here, and they run around and they pick up need zones. And what it does is it actually stacks the need zones on your map, which does help with areas that may have a lot of hunting pressure and whatnot. Uh, it's it's different, but hey, whatever advantage you can get on this game, take it. Wasn't expecting a duck first thing off the bat, but hey, that was actually kind of funny. Yeah, we're hoping things start returning to normal soon. But then again, in today's world, not much has been normal for quite some time. I mean, we're still trying to figure out. Like, my son's in grade 12, okay? And we're still trying to figure out how he's going to graduate this year. Being at home. I mean, yeah, they do post his assignments online, but with the lack of teachers sitting there explaining the actual work itself, and then expecting them to complete an assignment with no explanation for the work itself is a little far fetched, if you ask me. I mean, he's in special needs, so I mean, their class size isn't as large as most. So I mean, their teachers should have like a big chat room where they can all get together for an hour or so every day. All right, and they can discuss their work. Teachers can assist them with their work and whatnot. But to leave them out in the cold like that, come on. The government didn't think it through. And I don't think that the school boards did either. It was just, okay, we need to find a way to slam these kids with as much schoolwork as we can. But look, we don't have to worry about it. We're under contract. We're going to get paid anyways. Right? Whether the teachers work or not, they're getting paid. They're under contract. I mean, the school, here we had teachers were doing their strike thing anyways, okay? Like every couple of weeks, they would close the school for a day while they did their strike. Well, yeah, like my son has some teachers that are pretty decent. Uh, I'm not going to say they're great because I don't know them. All right, and I know there's my son has some pretty good anger issues as well. Things set him off pretty quick. Okay, and teachers seem to set him off. There are some of them that are really good to him. They're really good with him, and others, no. They just talk down to him, and it just sets him off. Okay, uh, my son is a believer of treat people the way you want to be treated. Okay, And when he does that, treats them the way he wants to be treated, and they treat him differently, he doesn't like it. And I can't blame him at all. Okay, he's he's a well-rounded, very respectable kid. I mean, he treats his elders with a lot of respect. He treats everyone like they're his friend until they choose otherwise. So, I mean, he's severe ADHD. Okay, uh, he also has issues with sleeping and issues with his anger. Don't know why. He was always an angry kid, very violent. We were able to get that under control, and by doing so, he wasn't able to sleep. So then we had to find a middle ground where we could get his sleep under control as well. So he he doesn't like to be disrespected. No one does, although he's very verbal about it. Uh, he won't disrespect you, but if you disrespect him, he will call you on it. He does not care where you are. He will tell you what he thinks right then and there. And I will never discourage him to do otherwise. If people would be more open and more honest with people, I think the world would be a better place. People nowadays, it's all about hurting their feelings and they're offended by everything you say. It's just like, you know what? We need to take a 20-year step back. Okay? We need to step back 20 years and start from there. Being offended because somebody doesn't like something that you've done, I'm sorry, but you can be offended all you want. Nobody is going to care. All right? You should, if you're offended for something that you've done and somebody's called you out on it, somebody failed you somewhere. That's my opinion, okay? Just so you're clear, this is my opinion and my opinion alone. Now, I got a guy on my map that seems to be having a field day shooting everything in sight. Meanwhile, I haven't been able to really find much of anything other than a duck. So hoping something comes out of hiding here soon. Also, my son and I, from time to time, we're on a game called Alpha Wars 6. There's multiple servers, okay? There's Alpha Wars 1 through 7. We're on Alpha Wars 6. Uh, you can find us just about anywhere. Uh, we have an alliance on there, okay? And some people are like, what the? You know, nice name, okay? We named it No Bull SH blank T, okay? Now, we named it that way because we don't want to deal with, oh, this person's offended by this person saying this or that. We tell them as they come in, we have people that tend to speak their mind. If you don't like it, leave. That's it. Plain and simple. We're not there to offend people. We're there to enjoy ourselves. A lot of us have been on that game for what, 4 years now. All right, and we've been in the same alliance, and we've put up with a lot of rude, ignorant people coming on and spewing off this, spewing off that. So we created an alliance where bullcrap, it's not going to be tolerated type of thing. And so far, it's worked. This alliance has been together for 8, 9 months now, and we still have all the people that joined are still there. They're enjoying themselves. Uh, we've taken out a bigger alliance. All right, we've taken maps from them, which is fun. The only problem we have is as we seem to get going, the creators of the game seem to keep updating it where it's going to cost you more and more and more. So we've been playing, but spending less and less and less until the creators of that game smarten up. All right, because they keep changing it where they are making major profits and you gain nothing. So, and yeah, it's run by Studio Hope. And it's a shame that they've gotten so greedy, okay, because they have some great games. By far, and they're browser games, okay? No download. You just open up your Google Chrome, type in alphawars6.com, go there, create an account, join an alliance. They're great. No downloading, no nothing. It's awesome. But over the years, they've gotten so bloody greedy that it has discouraged a lot of people not to play. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, as you can see, like this game here, people that they don't do much of anything on your map unless you're okay with it, right? That's one of the reasons I love this game. The people on this game are just awesome. Okay, yeah, I've run into the odd one that just lit my fuse and I exploded. But it's like, what are you gonna do, right? You're gonna find them no matter what. All right, where is this guy? So I know where I can wander and where I can't. Okay, he's way up, right? Yeah, okay, good. He's way up there. Awesome. Whoa, what was that? Okay, so he's down there. I think we're gonna jump off of here and we're gonna go wander this way. Okay. Now, I still don't edit. I did find and downloaded a free editor. But you know what? I have no luck when it comes to editing my videos because I end up taking big gaps out of my videos, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'll just post it as it is. Now, like I did do want to apologize for not having content up. It was unexpected with this quarantine and everything. It's like, okay, I seen YouTube just explode with content from the Hunter Call of the Wild, okay? And I was like, oh no. Guys that are just starting out like us, there's other players that haven't posted in a very long time. Now all of a sudden they're back posting tons of content, okay? They're doing 2-hour live streams, 3-hour, 4-hour live streams, and it's like, I have my family, like I have my wife, my son here, so I've been hanging out with them. We've been watching a lot of movies. Oh boy, if we have. Speaking of movies, if you ever get a chance, if you've got Netflix, whatnot, go on Netflix and watch this movie. It's called The Healer. It's got so many twists and turns in this movie, but surprisingly, okay, it's a really good movie. My son has watched this movie like 6 times. It's crazy how many times he watches this movie. And he's not an easy kid to get to sit down to watch TV, okay? And he will sit and watch this movie start to finish, okay? He's 17 years old. But he's always constantly on the move, okay? So, for him to sit down and watch a movie from start to finish, yeah, you know it's kind of good. Which it kind of was. And at the end is where it really got me because, well, about 3/4 way to find out that it's actually kind of a Christian movie. It's kind of on the religious side. But whoever did the movie, I will give them hands down because they did not push religion. They did not push any kind of religion on anyone, okay? I was just floored by it. And it's like, now if you're going to make a Christian movie or a religious movie of any type, that's the way to do it, okay? And they nailed it, hands down, they nailed it. So, me and my son, we'll find movies, we'll get back, we'll watch movies, old TV shows. Like, he loves Knight Rider, loves it, okay? And Dukes of Hazzard, loves it. But nowadays, everyone's offended by it. And it's like, everyone's offended by the General Lee because of the flag. Well, sorry, but that was way before our time, okay? So, but to bash a flag because of the actions of one person, I don't think that's quite right. Okay, yeah, bash the person for his actions, by all means, okay? But don't bash their flag, like at the time a country's flag, okay? That flag meant different things to different people. So, to literally say, oh, you can't sell the General Lee, or you can't do this, you can't do that with that flag on it. In the kids' cars now, they got to take the flag off it. I wouldn't give them a plug freaking nickel for it without the flag on the car, because the General Lee, that was the car. The flag was the car. Okay. I don't condone any wrongdoings to anyone. Okay. So, by condemning the flag, how does that make a person any better than the next person? Okay, that's something I don't understand. Again, that's just my opinion. I know everyone has their own personal opinion on things. We all do. That's life, right? But I know right now there's not a lot of content on the Hunter Classic. Now, my son loves the Classic, and I've been wanting to do some videos with some multiplayer with my son, okay? And him and I sometimes will go on and do 2 hours of hunting, especially the Australian. I guess it would be the Australian part of the map reserve, because it's got kangaroos, it's got goats, it does have pigs and rabbits, stuff like that. The graphics are not as great as this game is, but for a 32-bit game, the graphics have come a long ways for a 32-bit system. Okay? And I actually enjoy spending time with my son, even when we're on these games. He can be a little bullheaded like most teenagers. That's to be expected. I mean, he's my fourth, he's my youngest. I have 3 daughters as well. They've grown up, left home. They have kids of their own, whatnot. but he's the last one. And yeah, I get him going from time to time, which is a lot of fun. But he's a good kid. He means well. I mean, there's people out there that give him a hard time. He's got supposedly friends at school, but they give him a hard time, and he's so against bullying that he's not a big fan of people going around snitching on people for this and that. But when it comes to bullying, all right, he will. Okay, he will go after you for bullying. That's just how he is, and his teachers have given him a hard time for it. Okay, because he's 17 years old. He's almost 200 pounds. Okay, he's way too strong, and he just doesn't know it yet. And when he was when he first went to school, okay, at 5 years old, it took it it took teachers, principal, and a janitor to hold him down when his temper went off. Okay, and he went off on one of his teachers because the teacher said something he didn't like. Well, I don't know what you could say about something like that. Okay, teachers teachers nowadays are not like they were back when I went to school. Teachers were respectful back then. Okay, teachers were all about the students. Now, nowadays, with with the unions, teachers are no longer about the students anymore. Not many of them are. A lot of them are all about themselves. And me personally, I mean, I support teachers. I know it in today's economy, things are rough. But you know what? When you're teaching and you go to school to teach those kids, kids' education should be the only thing in your mind at that point in time. Not like, oh, we got a strike coming up. We need to prepare for that. No, that strike should be the last thing on your mind. And I do not agree with teachers striking and forcing kids to stay home and miss a day. For what? I'm the type of person that believes that, and this is my opinion and my opinion alone, the government needs to step in and make a legislation that if the teachers want to strike, they should strike on their own time, not on the kids' time. They're there to teach those kids. Teach those kids. Strike on your own time. They don't want to do that because they don't want to give up their vacations and whatnot. So, uh, teachers need to learn that there's a time and a place for everything. And striking while you're supposed to be teaching a kid is not the time or the place for it. All right, the time to strike is on your own time. All right, not while you're supposed to be doing a job. Because the only ones that suffer while you're striking are the students. No one else. Not the government. You strike, you inconvenience the parents because the parents have to find alternative places for their children for the day. How is that fair to the students? How is that fair to the parents? Your strike ain't going to reimburse the parents for none of that. So the government needs to step it up, put into legislation, okay? Make it law. They want to strike. They need to strike on their own time. They have the entire summer vacation to do it, okay? They're on a salary contract. They're going to get paid sitting at home, right? They get paid no matter what. They make X amount of dollars a year. They get X amount of money coming in every week. Even during summer vacations, at least that's what I've been informed of. So If you're still getting paid for the summer and you're going on vacation and whatnot, you want more. Maybe you should give up your vacation and strike then, instead of making kids give up a day of school, lose a day of education. That's my opinion, and sorry, but I'm going to stick to that one. I But you know what? Enough ranting. I just want to let folks know that I'm going to try to get some more content going here, and who knows? Maybe if my son's up to it, we'll do some multiplayer on the Hunter Classic, and we'll bring you some of that content too. But till then, till next time, folks. If you like, that's cool. If you like, subscribe. Don't forget to share. And folks, be safe and take care of yourselves. And we'll catch you in the next one.